Bam. My people. My people. This is one on one with JSmiff, where boxing fans are going to have the opportunity to jump on this live with me and say what they got to say. Whether it's make a prediction, make a point about a fighter, trash talk, debate, say whatever you got to say. This is it right here, my people. One on one with JSmiff. We're going to be talking about Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Buck Crawford. We're going to be talking about Shakur Stevenson and what's next. People already predicting and talking about the fight with Conor Ben. So we're going to be talking about all these upcoming fights. What do you guys think? And make your predictions. Who's going to put their feet to the fire and jump in the building? Um. So by the way, anybody who wants to jump in the live, all you got to do is send me a message via Instagram, and I'll send you the link. With that link, you'll be able to join me. Let's get it, my people. Do what we gotta do in the building. Let me get this link for y'all, man. Let me get this link for y'all. By the way, my people, y'all don't understand what's going on with Terrence Crawford, man. The people that think that he's too small for Canelo, the people that think that Canelo's just gonna beat him up and walk him down. Yo, look at Terrence Crawford, bro. This man is jacked. If anything, y'all need to be scared for Canelo. Look, be scared. Be afraid. That's the emotion that you need to be dealing with right now. Look, that's the guy y'all saying that is too little for Canelo. Walking around at 185, jacked. Oh well, you're gonna have to find out when the fight happens. I've been trying to tell you. Now, when the fight happens, Crawford's gonna put the baits on Canelo, and people gonna go into hiding. If you said that Canelo was gonna beat him up, he was gonna knock him out, Crawford is too little. Yep, you're gonna go into hiding. You're not gonna be able to face the music after this beatdown that's coming up. Let me see, my people. Hold on, my peoples. We trying to see. Whoa. Wow, they messed up. They kind of messed this up right here. So they put three men that's been undisputed in two divisions. There you go, right there. Bam. So again, ladies and gentlemen, for this episode of One on One with JSmiff, anybody who wants to jump in and make your own prediction, or even make your argument, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'll send you the link, and we get it going. So check it, my peoples. For anybody who wants to jump on the live, that's my IG right there. You can just hit my DM. I'll send you the link, and we get it popping, my people. Right there. Bam. I know you see the letters backwards. That's actually J Smith 134. Let's talk boxing, my people. Like I told ya. Like I told ya. I got Terrence Buck Crawford winning that fight. And I already heard people say, hey, look, he might win, but they'll rob him. The judges will rob him. Crawford is gonna win in such a convincing fashion, my peoples, that the judges are not gonna be able to rob him. It's not gonna be an option. So you can forget about that. It's gonna be, a decisive victory in Crawford's favor. And I'm telling you right now, Canelo gonna take a beating like he never has in his life, just like Errol. Why? because he lost twice, but he lost to guys who were not power punchers like that, who outboxed him, outpointed him. It's not just going to be the case right now. Canelo Alvarez is possibly going to get pummeled, battered. So I say again, my peoples, look, I say again, this is the guy that you think is going to get knocked out. This is the guy that y'all think is too little. He look too little to y'all? Does that athlete look like he's going to be slow or weak? So I've been telling everybody, I've been showing everybody what Canelo going to be dealing with. Y'all going to have to wait, I guess, till the 13th to accept reality. Just like with Shakur, y'all couldn't accept reality. Now he put the beats on Cepeda, and you had to go into hiding. JJ's in the house. I'm here. Let's go, JSmiff. Hit the like button, everyone, as you enter. I'm working and listening, trying to write into, onto, in a while. So listen, my peoples. In this episode of One on One with JSmiff, anybody who wants to join the live and make your prediction, whether it's about Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford, about Shakur Stevenson, and possibly Conor Ben, that fight may actually happen. They going back and forth, and they verbally agreed to fight at the end of the year. Let's see what happens with that. So whatever prediction you want to make, point of view you want to express, let it be known. I'll send you the link, and you can jump in. Um, I'm interested in seeing how that whole situation with Shakur Stevenson and Conor Ben is going to develop. I really am, because it looks like they're both interested in that fight. Because that is an interesting fight. Shakur Stevenson jumping up 2 divisions and fighting Conor Ben. That's a big fight, big stadium fight. So let's see. They're both interested in each other. So anything can happen. Hell Energy. You think Benavidez versus Bivol will ever happen? If so, how do you think it plays out? I got David Benavidez winning that fight, but I must say it's a very competitive fight. Benavidez is not just going to watch Dimitri Bivol. Is it going to happen? Honestly, I don't think so. Why? Take this into consideration, my brother. Dimitri Bivol could have fought David Benavidez for all the marbles. Instead, he vacated the title. He's no longer undisputed, and he's going to do a trilogy. So if he opted to vacate and do a trilogy over defend all 4 of his titles, I don't know if he's going to want to fight Benavidez. He doesn't have to. You got to think about it. Benavidez was his mandatory, and he didn't fight him as his mandatory, right? So now that Benavidez is a champion in another division, in another sanctioning body, that's it. He'll never be his mandatory again. So Bivol only fights Benavidez if he wants to. He doesn't have to anymore, ever, if he doesn't want to. So I don't know. I don't know if he'll fight him. Some people have told me, look, he did that because he's trying to be loyal to Turkey. He'll fight him afterwards. But I don't know. I have to see it. Right now, it doesn't look to me like Bivol is interested in fighting David Benavidez. Hell Energy. You think Benavidez versus Bivol? Okay. Ken G, is Benavidez overrated? Of course not. Benavidez is one of the best in boxing, without a shred of doubt. Anytime you see a fighter who is ducked, who we know people don't want to fight, you know they're not overrated. That right there says a whole lot. John Parham, salute my brother. You see what I'm saying, John Parham? Where's the people who wanted to jump on the line? But it did take me a long time. I had some technical difficulties. Took me a long time to get back. So probably some people already went to work or something like that. But again, my peoples, just in case, for those of you who just joined, for this live right here, anybody who want to make a prediction, trash talk, say whatever you want to say. If you want to jump on the live, let me know in the chat. I'll send you the link and we get at it. My people. So this the guy I think is too small, right there. He's too small. You think? Right there, dude weighing like 180 pounds, and he too small. Y'all think he gonna be too slow? Look at this dude, man. You think he look like he's gonna be slow to you? People be wilding. Kenji is Benavida is Triple G overrated? Nah, no way. Both of those fighters are first ballot Hall of Famers. Um, Benavides hasn't put together his entire resume. Obviously, he has a lot of fights to go. He's still young, but like asking if Triple G's overrated, that's crazy. That's crazy work. Like anybody who says Triple G's overrated, I would say they simply don't like him. So that's their take. They don't like him, so fuck it, he's overrated. And then they start nitpicking, try to figure out a way to manipulate, not manipulate. Well, yeah, manipulate the narrative about his resume. Nah, Triple G, elite level champion, first ballot Hall of Fame. Oh, no getting around it. John Parham, JJ Salute, my bad. Sent you a message. Ken G, who stops Benavides? Right now, nobody beats Benavides. Nobody. He's the guy. Benavides is the guy. My peoples, the first back center guest to join for one-on-one with JSmiff is going to be Mr. Kayo. Let's see what he got for us, man. Let's see what Mr. Kayo got for us. Salute, my G. Bam. Facts. So listen. I could hear you, but you lagging. Like it's like your internet. Your internet seems to be so yo, I'm the one in the third world country. How your internet acting up? I I come back with some good internet, bro. Salute. Alright, my G. Alright. I'll wait. Jose Ocasio. Cayo, get some Wi-Fi, bro. John Power, Mr. Cayo, pull back up to McDonald's. John Ocasio, go to your local Starbucks. Yo, I gotta say, right now, Mr. Kayo is being nominated for blowout of the week. Definitely, Mr. Kayo is nominated for blowout of the week. That blowout is serious. Ken G, do you use the live in USA? Your English is American. Well, I'm not in the USA, but he is. But I'm supposed to be the one with the bad internet. I don't know what happened, bro. JJ's in there. Let's go. Fucking funny. Okay, yes, he was in NY. Bro, what the hell's going on? It looks like I'm the one with the New York City Wi-Fi. Mr. Kyle, chill. I had service from where I was. Damn, that service was weak, bro. Ken G, I'm asking you, did you used to live here? Yes, bro. I actually grew up in New York. Yes, sir. Mr. Kyle, I'm going to rejoin when I get to my house. All right, no doubt. I got you, my brother. I got you. I'm going to wait. Do you? I want to see what you got to say about Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. I want to see what you got to say. This whole narrative, it's like, look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. When this dude put the baits on Canelo, Y'all gonna go into hiding the same way y'all did when you put the baits on Arrow. It's gonna be the same way. Or the same way people went into hiding when Shakur put the baits on Zepeda. Where's all the people that said that Arrow was gonna knock Crawford out? I don't know. They hanging out with the people who said Shakur was gonna run. And the people who say Canelo's gonna win, they're gonna join them. Everybody going into hiding. Come on, my people. Kenji, why do you go back to Puerto Rico, dude? I'm not in Puerto Rico, my brother. I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm from the Dominican Republic. I'm Dominican. This is where I live. John Power, Mr. Cayo, you ever heard of Pre Daily or all rappers from Queens? Damn, I haven't heard from him. John Power, Ken, he's from DR. That's right, Dominicano. My Puerto Rican neighbors is close by though. Kenji, my bad. Nah, no big deal, my brother. No big deal. So again, ladies and gentlemen, anybody can join for that smoke. If you want to trash talk, if you want to say what you gotta say, Mr. Kayo gonna come through as well. If you want to join, let it be known. You get that link and do what you gotta do. That's what I can say about that. Hold on 1 second. I'm sending the invite to a couple of people. My peoples. Hold on, fellas. Hold on, fellas. Hang with me. Hang with me. Tight. Shit. Mr. Kyle, never heard of him? John Parham. I got y'all with the good service. When I touch back home, somebody else get up here though. Yo, you see when, cause you know that there's a difference. You see my screen how it looks when it's open for other people to join, right? So people know they could join, and when it's the full screen, you cannot join, right? When you cannot join and you know you cannot join, there be people telling me, "Let me know right now. I'm going out debate you. Let's go. What you want to do?" But they know they can't join. And when they can't join, okay, Jerome Torres, send me the link, please. Okay, my brother. So, Jerome, add me on Instagram. Look, Jerome, that's my IG. Add me on Instagram. It says, I know you see it backwards, but it says J Smith 134. JJ's in there as I can. I'm fucking at work. Don't worry, my brother. You know you part of the family. There's gonna be more than enough time. You definitely will get down. Okay, there you go, Jerome Torres. So just send me a DM and I'll send you the link right there. I think I could send the link to right there. Let me see. Juan Ocasio, do you think Canelo can hurt Bud? Honestly, I believe they can both hurt each other. They both got what it takes. It's just about landing the right punch. See, sometimes people think that a fighter can't be knocked out because he hasn't. But you don't realize that part of the reason that a fighter hasn't been knocked out is not just because they got a good chin. It's because they've been very good at avoiding certain shots throughout their career. And so look, let me drop some gems on you guys as someone who's been in the ring, right, as a fighter. And I want you guys to take this into consideration. If I'm fighting, right, my opponent in front of me, and he catches me with a right hand, right? That right hand got all his power behind it. right? But as the right hand comes, I start to go like this, and I'm not able to slip it, but I'm waiting for it. So my head, my neck, my shoulders are tense. Boom, when I absorb the shot. So when I take that right hand, my whole body moves. Boom, right? So the guy's hardest shot, I eat it. I don't even stumble or nothing. Okay, but check this out. 2 rounds later, the guy shoots the right hand at 75% of the power. Remember, at 75% of his power, not at full strength, right? And he catches me flush, boom, and knocks me out and sleeps me. Now, why did he sleep me that time if he hit me harder and I took it? You know why? Because that second time, I didn't see the punch coming. So when he hit me with the punch, my head did this. Boom! And flung back. Guess what? When your head flings back like that real hard, your brain goes like that on the inside. You get a concussion. You could get this, you could get slapped, you could get knocked out. So the point is, number one, Canelo does a very good job with his neck. You see them exercises that he does with the weight and all that. Yo, so he could take a shot and not have his neck, like a bobblehead. But if he get hit with a shot he doesn't see coming that causes him to do one of those, he can absolutely get knocked out, slept cold. He's just been very good with number one, rolling with the punches. You see, he does it a lot. Canelo gets hit. You see him go like that with his head. He does a very good job with that and partially blocking punches so they don't hit him flush. But Canelo is a guy that doesn't get hit with that punch that you don't see coming. And that's part of the main reason why he never been knocked out. You think it's just the chin, the chin, the chin. You got a chin, got a chin. The same thing with Triple G. Look at Triple G. He never used to get hit. With that shot you don't see coming, that push your head back like this, he didn't get hit with that shot. Dang. So, again, Crawford can get knocked out. Canelo can get knocked out. Both of them. It can happen. JJ Sanders, just like Mike Tyson used to do. Don't need the full impact. That's what I'm saying. You don't need the full impact. It's just at the right punch at the right time can knock anybody out. Anybody. That's why you see a lot of explosive knockouts in the middle of an exchange. Why? Because if I'm throwing a punch and you throwing a punch at the same time, obviously we're not blocking. We're not seeing that punch that's coming. So that's why sometimes you see a guy like this throwing a punch and at the same time, boom, eat a bomb that put him to sleep. When people are trading, there's if you look for highlights, right, of the most brutal knockouts in history, you'll find a bunch of them have been when people was trading punches with each other. Pam, 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 boom, somebody got hit. It's that punch you don't see coming, the one that will do the most damage. Kenji, you think Jake Paul fights are fake, dog? Answer my little question, por favor. I thought about it. I'm not sure. There's things to make you suspect that they're staged, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It's hard to speculate. Sometimes I've been, I've wondered to say the least, but I don't know. It's not fair to say that they are. Healthy crackhead. Crawford getting her small head blown up. You're gonna be disappointed, healthy crackhead. You're gonna be disappointed. Been telling you. Um, you're gonna the same thing that you did when Crawford put the beats on Arrow. That's the same thing you're gonna do now. You're gonna disappear, nowhere to be found. I can already see it. John Parent, Ken, they definitely are again decent talent. Maybe not in the fight. Someone on same level. Healthy crackhead. Canelo ain't even taking the fight versus Crawford seriously. Okay, we'll see. I don't know how did you formulate that opinion, but September 13th, Crawford gonna whoop that ass, and September 14th, you're gonna be nowhere to be found. You might join the live, oh, but you're not gonna comment. You're gonna stay quiet. You're just gonna watch you and everyone who said those things get shredded out and get cooked. That's okay. At least you'll tune in and watch. Joe Parham, positive vibes, and real boxing talk or peace. I'm gonna tell you guys something. This fight, the viewership is going to be off of the charts. The viewership with this fight, and I still remember people saying, "Man, it's not gonna do that good." I don't know. Watch, filthy crackhead. I'll be there on the live September, and y'all gonna agree with me. You might be there, but you ain't even gonna talk. You're gonna stay quiet. Because that's exactly what you did when Crawford put the beats on Errol Spence. Disappeared for like a couple of weeks. Didn't say nothing to nobody. And then you came back talking about the accident. Okay, Mr. Cayo in the building. Let's get it, Mr. Cayo. With some good internet. We believe it. John Parham got Canelo in 10.
Can anybody hear me now?
Whoa, we can hear you.
Can anybody hear? Look, I'm back. I'm
We
back.
can actually hear you.
Hold on. Enough with that Crawford Canelo talk. It's all over. We about to settle this shit right now. I'm telling y'all. All this shit got to be settled with the chat. Hey, y'all really think Canelo stylistically is better than Terrence Crawford? Really? Let's talk about it, chat. Come on. There's a lot of y'all that said y'all wanted to go live ain't here. Y'all ain't here. Ducking the live, y'all not here. Well, too bad if you don't got IG. You better get something to come up here. Look, Terrence Bud Crawford, man, that jab he got is more than enough to sit Canelo ass down. Stop Canelo. Keep him at bay. Canelo don't got those skills. I keep trying to tell y'all, he don't got what it takes to beat no Terrence Bud Crawford. He don't got none of that. Y'all in the chat is some fanboys in here in the chat that's just going off Canelo because of his name, his status, his career. But I'm telling y'all, look at Dimitri Bivol record before he fought Canelo. Y'all want to talk about Terrence Bud Crawford ain't fight nobody. Who Bivol fought before he beat up Canelo like that? Who has he fought?
I'm gonna have to say this, Mr. Cayo. Right now, I'm gonna debunk that foolishness. Right now, I'm gonna debunk it. While you on, but go ahead, talk your shit while I look something up. Talk your shit, my G.
About the Errol fight, because way before the Errol fight even happened, y'all been was saying this. Crawford gonna get knocked out. Crawford this, Crawford that. As soon as he beat the shit out of Errol, it was like, what? Where it go then? Where it go? Where it go? I'm not understanding, man. Crawford got too much of his skill set, man. He got too much of his skill set for Canelo. He's not gonna let Canelo get close. Crawford is not gonna play no rope play. He's gonna keep all that bullshit in the center of the ring where Canelo have trouble at. I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't know.
I'm gonna debunk the foolishness. Right now, I'm gonna prove that anybody who says that Crawford ain't fight nobody, ain't beat nobody, simply either is a hater or doesn't know shit about boxing. There's no getting around it, right? Watch this. Watch this. Let's take it back all the way. Let's take it back all the way to 2016. In 2016, Terrence Crawford fought top five ranked in all four sanctioning body, Victor Postol, who was 20-0, beat him. Then he faced former world champion John Molina, beat him. I'm gonna say their ranking or where they at, right? Remember, Victor Postol ranked in all sanctioning bodies, beat him. John Molina, former world champion, beat him. Felix champion, bro, that's a Olympic gold medalist, beat him. Julius Ndango, undefeated, 22-0, beat him. Jeff Horn, world champion, undefeated, packed them in. Jose Benavides Jr., 27 and 0. A Swift of Dre and the Applebeats. Amir Khan, a multi-division world champion, packed him in with a body shot. Made him quit. Kavaliuskas, the people that they hate on, this dude was ranked top 5 in all sanctioning bodies. Stopped them. Kell Brook, former world champion, stopped them. Sean Porter, former world champion, stopped them. David Avanesian, highly ranked in all sanctioning bodies, stopped him. Errol Spence gave him the beating of a lifetime. Majimov, reigning world champion, put the beats on him. What are you talking about here for nobody? You just don't know shit about boxing.
I be seeing my damn self coming in here talking about some Canelo power, and then Bud Crawford power. Oh, he don't got enough power to stop Canelo. He don't got enough power to keep Canelo off of him. That don't matter. Skill. It's the skill that's gonna pay the bills to keep Canelo off. All you gotta do is keep a jab in front of Canelo's face and keep moving, man. He gonna be froze. I'm telling you. That's it.
Argument, Mr. Kyle. They've seen Canelo get outboxed and made to look average twice. Y'all seen it. So why we acting like he's unbeatable when we see people who not power punchers with a low knockout ratio put the beats on them?
Yo, Bivol was too big. Yo, y'all need to look at these guys' real walk around weights, all right? Bivol is not a big light heavyweight, man. He's not a big dude.
Debunk that right now too. Watch this. If you watch the fight, I'm sure you watched it, right? You watch Canelo versus Bivol. So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions, and you just tell me based on that, on what you saw in that fight. At any point in time, did you see Canelo putting his weight on Bivol? Okay, at any point in time, did you see Canelo clenching Bivol?
Off his feet, out of frustration, because he couldn't get what he wanted off.
Ever a strategy in what he was doing in the fight?
High guard, walking him down. That don't work.
For Canelo Alvarez was irrelevant. He never Bivol himself. That's why I asked you about Canelo, but you didn't see Bivol putting his weight on Canelo either. You didn't see Bivol. You didn't see Bivol trying to hang on him and try to wear him down. Bivol boxed him. So Bivol's weight.
Boxing, of course it is. But certain styles that run into the Mexican style, man, the Mexican style got no answers for it, and that's just what it is. Look, Canelo got more head movement than footwork. Canelo kind of flat-footed in my eyes. He don't got that pretty footwork to really move around. He could cut off the ring somewhat, by walking his opponents down, but
We saw it versus William Skull.
head movement, the pretty head movement, he lost some of that too. He don't really got none of that in the tank no more either. You might see Canelo slipping every now and then the counter. That's cool, but those is one punch. Yeah, those is one punch counter punches. You don't see Canelo throwing combinations no more. This dude wait till you get on the ropes and then he want to let his hands go. Canelo don't really do much in the center of the ring as much as a guy like Bud Crawford.
Gray T-shirt, a boxer.
Few amateurs in my gym that I've been in, but look, we trying to take that to the top. I'll speak on that. That's another situation. But right here, right now we're here to talk about Canelo and Bud Crawford. But yeah, for sure, I'm in shape. I'm in shape for sure though, for any weight class that I want to be in for right now. Yeah, for sure. I'm real in tune with the sport of boxing.
How do you see the fight playing out?
Let me see how I will call it from my personal point of view. I think maybe Canelo might lose the first few rounds in the early beginning. Maybe he might win a few middle rounds, but I feel like what Bud Crawford gonna do, he's gonna end up, taking over that fight, convincingly enough so where y'all people say in the comments he gonna get robbed on the scorecards. If he don't work hard enough, he gonna get robbed. Man, that's not what's gonna happen. Look, it's gonna be very easy by the eye. You can see who's gonna win that fight. I think Bud Crawford gonna take that unanimously. I don't see Bud Crawford sitting him down. I don't see Bud Crawford really hurting Canelo too bad, but I see him doing just enough to win decisively on them scorecards. I got it 116, 112 UD Bud Crawford. You know, it's a good look. It's a good fight regardless. We know Canelo got the pressure. We got but look, styles make fights. Come on, styles make fights. Hey, they don't know it. They don't know yet. They're gonna have to see that. Look, the same way how the same way how I'm telling you how Bivol was able to hit it. Y'all forget. Look, Bud Crawford got a little longer reach than Look, there you go. There you go. Hey, y'all gonna see come September. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Ain't no little here. Ain't nobody little in this shit, man. Y'all gonna see come September. And a lot of y'all that's here is gonna be crying. You heard what Bud Crawford? Look, y'all gonna be hurt come September. A lot of y'all is gonna be hurt, man. I know it. JSmiff know it. John Parham know it. A lot of people that's real know it's gonna happen come September. You heard? So y'all be ready.
Gonna be real hurt September 13th. But September 14th, they're gonna be MIA. I promise you. Just like they disappeared when Crawford did arrow in, just like they disappeared when Shakur put the Swiss beats on Zepeda, they're gonna disappear again.
Be calling the same way how we call when Zepeda got Zepeda. Fuck, we gonna be looking for y'all. Come on. Mm-hmm.
Peoples.
Man, I'm telling you. Look, anybody else want to come up here, speak y'all piece?
That Shakur Stevenson and Connor Ben might happen. Number one, do you think it's gonna happen? And if it does, who you got? Uh,
Man, Conor Ben with them. Look, I ain't gonna knock Conor Ben. He a good boxer. I love his style as well. But man, them wild punches, man, and he gonna be tossing that Shakur. Them shit's gonna go right to the air, man, and off that shoulder. We already know what's gonna happen.
damn.
Hey, do what the hell you gotta do out there, man. You horsing, man. You already know who the real big dogs and the boogeyman is at 135. Holla at your boy, man. Shakur out there waiting for shit, man, for the smoke and all that, man. So he won anybody. He already proved that in the Zepeda fight. He shut a lot of people up in that fight. I'm telling y'all. All y'all said he was gonna run. Look, where they at now? That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all the ones who running. Not Shakur, y'all running. I don't see none of y'all no more.
Who was there, Mr. Kaya? Where everybody was saying he's gonna run. He can only win by running.
See none of y'all. And you see, look, the camera here, my camera here, his camera here. Y'all is the ones that's running. We here. We still here. Y'all was feeding. Look, that little round where Shakur got a little, wobbled a little bit when he was off balance. Y'all was feeding. Y'all was, oh, he got wobbled. Oh, this, that. Oh, it's over. It's over.
Where's the people who said that Zepeda was gonna knock him out? He caught Shakur with good shots and didn't even drop him. I thought Shakur was soft. What happened?
It wasn't just fighting Zepeda. It was a point to prove to y'all that he had that dog in his heart. He showed he could take a punch. I don't see no Devin Haney taking a punch like that and recovering and adjusting the way how Shakur Stevenson did. I don't see anybody doing that. The way how look, Shakur adjusting like a Money Mayweather, man. Y'all want to say, oh, to stop the Floyd comparisons? Nah, I could compare him to Money Mayweather. Not Pretty Boy, but Money May. That defense, that in the pocket style, that fighting style, Shakur. Nobody got that. Can't nobody stop that shit right now. Nobody. So y'all stop the bullshit. For real about that Shakur shit. He shut y'all up. Y'all stay quiet now, for real. I advise y'all to, man.
Many times, bro. I've been following boxing for a very long time, and it's not often that you see a fighter put together a performance that completely shut down the haters. completely shut down the haters. You don't see that all the time, and that's what Shakur did. Like literally, nobody's talking about the fact that they say he would run and he didn't. They're not talking about it no more.
Talk about that third round where he got a little stumble. That's all they want to talk about. That's all they want to.
But I was talking to somebody. Explain this to me, bro. How's the Pater got 25 knockouts and an 80% knockout ratio, and they're gonna tell me, nah, Shakur, he got wobbled by somebody that don't got no power. Cepeda don't got no power now?
Power for sure. He got power. Come on now, Zepeda got that power. If he would have dropped Shakur, y'all would have been y'all would have been on a whole different run with that shit, man. Come on, let's keep it a buck. Come on now. Zepeda got power. He got that stopping power. He could really put in some work with that power too. All that pressure, that power combined is enough to stop almost anybody else in that division. Let's really talk about it. I mean, I don't know about Keyshawn Davis, he left, so I ain't even gonna talk about him. He left. He's supposed to be going to 140. Yeah, he gone. Yeah, I almost forgot. We don't hear too much from him like that no more. But that's what it is, y'all.
That he's regrouping, they had that debacle.
Yeah,
where
situation and all of that. But he got to settle some things, on that end. I understand for sure. But that's another topic for another situation until we see him back in the ring. But yeah, y'all stop playing with Shakur, man. Tank still got roach problems. He better go get that damn raid. He better go get that damn raid. He better go get that damn raid, man. He still got roach problems, man. So hey, man, we don't even know if we're gonna see that fight. Look, and
problems, but he hiding from them road
before
problems.
I even go, look, these fighters as a whole, man. These guys are great fighters, man. We can't shy away from that. But look, we can't shy away from also the fact that Tank got to do what he got to do. We ain't never really see Tank move up to no 140 and put in no work and fight no top guys at 140. We ain't never see them. Look, we ain't never see that. We ain't really asking them to go to 147 and fight the Brian Normans and the guys that's there. We're not really asking for that, but he can. He can.
He's 30 years old and he's still clinging on to that 135 division for dear life. That look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, my brother, and I said it before. The reason Tank Davis is planning to retire is because he already knows he can't keep making 135 anymore. That's it. He's gonna have to move up to 140. He'd rather retire than move up to 140.
Shit, we know what it is. We know what it is, though. You know exactly what it is. But y'all, yeah, that's all it's about for Tank right now, man. We not obviously it's not about no legacy because I believe the Shakur Stevenson fight could have been made, man. And I don't think Shakur Stevenson was avoiding that shit. I think he was serious about where he was coming from. And I do think stylistically that's the only guy that right now at 135 that could beat Tank at 135 is Shakur Stevenson.
Will be Tank.
Oh, I don't know. That's this, Jay. Unless I'm missing somebody.
I even gotta pull out my phone. I need my receipt to know that I said it.
I must be missing somebody. Hold on. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Y'all.
Now in the 135 division who will put the brakes on Tank Davis. And I'm talking the Dre, the Swiss, and the Applebee's. Shakur Stevenson and Andy Cruz. What's up?
Oh, he knows. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yo, you got it. You got it. You got it. There we go. Yo, we cannot leave out Andy Cruz. If it's not Shakur Stevenson, it's Andy motherfucking Cruz. Hey, stop playing with Diamante. Hey, that dude is serious. That dude is serious. That dude is real serious. Even Keyshawn Davis know what's up. Hey, that dude is.
That's the reason why they call him Keyshawn Davis Daddy.
I love for Andy Cruz, man. That's my god, bro. I love watching this man fight. Yo, the performances he put on, I don't even see nobody putting on performances like that, bro. But it's still sharp, hella sharp, hella sharp. Hey, see, I said, what's funny? It's kind of like you reminded me. I just said this like probably about like last year when I saw Andy Cruz coming to the pros, and finally getting his first few 4 fights. I was like, nah, man, Andy Cruz gonna be a problem for 135, man. I don't think none of these niggas gonna want a problem with Andy Cruz, man. None of them. I look. Don't sleep. If y'all don't know nothing about no Andy Cruz, please tune into him, man. That man is one of the best right now. Please, man.
Even say his name. His name will never come out of Tank Davis' mouth. This dude
People
will
already
box
know.
circles around Tank.
People already know, man. That man is a phenomenal boxer, man. Another virtuoso in the
Juan
sport.
Castro says Tank got more than Roach problems. He's dealing with that situation. At
And
least
personal.
we know he was able to bail out. So
Personal.
he's out. If he want to fight and get in shape and fight Roach, he can. Because from here to next month, there's not going to be that many court dates. But you have to think about the fact that that could be a big distraction. You know, when you're fighting for your freedom, the last thing in your head is preparing for a fight. So I don't know if maybe they should postpone or cancel that fight.
I'll see y'all in the comments. Yo, we already know that though. You're right. But I'm just saying, just for some people in here clearly casuals and don't know shit about boxing. It's not my fault. I know y'all good though.
Shakur over everybody. But I'm telling you right now, nobody cooks Cruz. Nobody's cooking them easily. You wow for that.
I don't know. Depending on if it was a fight like that to happen, I can't even tell you who. I'm gonna be real. I don't know who I was side with on that, man. I'm gonna just call it.
We all know Andy Cruz.
Full, but they don't know shit, bro. I don't care. There's some people that don't know shit about boxing and still try to talk their shit in here about Canelo and Crawford. Uh, you know, very special, man. Very special fighter.
Like going at it, and you ask them to name 10 fighters and they can't do it. They know they'll say, "Yo, you look." I asked somebody to name 10 fighters, and they said, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali." Yo, they started.
All the basics, yo. Some of them don't know, but we know the real in here. We see you, Juan. We see you, John Parra. We know the real heads in here that really know they talk. They really know their shit on this sport. Just too much people that come in here like try to raise bait and do all that bullshit, man. But we know what's really gonna happen. We know what's up with Shakur. We know what's gonna happen come September, and that's about it. Let's just keep it real.
Cruz and Pitbull first. I like that fight. I like that fight. Yeah, but Pitbull Cruz needs to move back down to 135 because at 140 he is not working out for him.
Down to 135 or whatnot to go settle some things. But yeah, if he wants to, I mean, shoot, I don't see why that fight shouldn't happen. It's gonna be another Bull v Matador fight. Pitbull Cruz, he got all that power, but he ain't he ain't that dude. Look, he not that dude though. Yeah, he gonna be eating too many punches coming in, man. I think Pitbull Cruz is slowing down too, man. He rising up in competition and he meeting his matches, especially like Fierro, man. That was a good ass fight. So appreciate you, JJ. Kind of declined a little bit, but he's still a good boxer. He's still tough as hell. We already know that. But yeah, that would be a good fight. We got Esau Cruz taking on Andy Cruz. I mean, shit. Come on, I'll love to see that fight. Okay. I mean, look, I love Abdullah Mason, man. Look, Abdullah Mason, man, one of the most best jabs I've seen as any other prospect coming up. We already know he about to fight Sam Noakes for the title. Uh, look, you know what? Damn, that's still a tough fight. But you know what, man? I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I'm gonna have to go with the more experience in my eyes, and I got Andy Cruz edging out Abdullah Mason. You know, I'm gonna be real about it. I think Abdullah Mason would be a good candidate to fight a guy like Andy Cruz, though. I think that would be an amazing fight to make. But I'm just saying, man, I gotta be real with it. I think Andy Cruz. I know they both highly skilled, but man, Andy Cruz might.
I think Abdullah is that special to beat him, but he's not developed yet to that level.
He's really going up there pretty quick. You know, right now he about to fight for his world title. So, and I believe he's gonna beat Sam Noakes with ease. So, Abdullah Mason is one of those guys too. Real special fighter, real special fighter. So if not, it all depends because can't forget Andy Cruz is knocking on the door 30 and some change too. He soon head out too. He's one of those guys that been in the
Now he's
yeah,
a lot
like right
more
about
advanced in his
now.
development process.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I definitely agree. I agree with both things. Even maybe down the road, it could be a time like that. Because, of course, we already see Abdullah Mason. He's seasoned, man. He's getting way more seasoned as time go by. But, speaking of Abdullah Mason, I mean, shoot, Floyd Schofield. Floyd
Yo,
Schofield.
hey, that was an impressive win over Tevin Farmer. First round,
Hey, yo.
blown out of the water. Whoa.
hmm Man, I didn't see nobody do that to Tevin though, but I'm just saying, that was an incredible performance. I like what I seen. Man, I didn't even
Listen
get
to
let me
this.
let's be
Listen to
real.
this. Listen to this. Eric
hmm
Anthony Davis, Andy Cruz has no chance to beat Abdullah Mason. Andy Cruz is okay. He has a lot of holes in his game. Think about that. I want you to think about that, Mr. Kayo. A guy who won gold medals in the Olympics multiple times, a guy who beat Keyshawn Davis 4 times in the amateurs, a guy who turned pro and is already a world champion, undefeated, and Andy believes that Andy Cruz is okay and has a lot of holes. Damn, Eric, what's good? How you come up with that conclusion, bro? Oh, Mr. Kyle, did your internet let us down? Come on, bro. My people's Mr. Kyle's internet did him in like the Peruvians. John Ocasio light division heating up. You got it, bro. You got it. It's really heating up. John Parham, Eric, you can chime in. John Ocasio, no chance now. Mr. Kyle's internet did us in, my peoples. John Parham, Juan Facts, lightweight is lit. A lot of fights to be made in the division. That's what I'm saying. It's easy for someone to say, "Oh, that fight is gonna knock this fight out. That fight is the best." But look at what is going on in the division, and then see who's fighting who's doing what. There's a lot of moving pieces. You see Abdullah Mason gunning for the top, gunning for a title right away, and you know what it is. Once you got that strap, you become the target. People want to come after you because they want what you got. They want to make the type of money that you're making. They want to get the type of attention and the type of fame that you got. Abdullah Mason is gunning for the smoke. Eric Anthony, we have seen Andy Chin check against lesser talent. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't even make no sense. Yo, Eric Anthony Davis. That's what they said when Terrence Crawford was gonna fight Errol Spence. Ooh, he got hurt by Gamboa. Gamboa hurt him. Imagine what Errol Spence is gonna do to him. And you saw what Bud did to Errol. Somebody getting tested versus somebody else don't got shit to do with shit. Like that's really incoherent, my brother. Juan Ocasio. Mason got cracked too. Abdullah Mason got dropped twice in the same round. That happens. That's boxing. That means absolutely nothing. JJ's in the house. Boxing for breakfast. Fuck yeah, boxing. Let's go. You know it, my people. Boxing for breakfast, the #1 morning boxing show. There's no getting around it. There's no competition. John Parham, both got cracked. Listen, the overwhelming majority of fighters been cracked. It happens. I don't know why somebody would even think that because you got cracked, you got hit with a good shot with somebody else, that means that's gonna dictate the outcome for a different fight. Nah, that's actually incoherent as hell. Incoherent. Eric Anthony Davis, I have Bud demolishing Arrow from day one. Well, the thing, Eric Anthony Davis, is that now everybody says that. I don't believe you one bit. One bit, I don't believe you. You can say that. You know how I will believe you, Eric B? You want me to believe you? Go ahead, send me a link to a post where you said that. In this channel, you could go back and see me in videos saying that Crawford was going to stop Arrow in the eighth or the ninth. You'll find at least 3, 4 different videos where I'm making that prediction in this very channel. So I got the receipts to show who I have. Do you got the receipts, Eric Anthony Davis? Or is that just something you're saying in the chat trying to sound good in an argument, in a debate and shit? Because I don't believe you. What you're saying about Crawford, it doesn't sound like you're rooting for him. It sounds like you're one of the people who say Arrow is too big, Arrow is going to walk him down, Arrow's going to stop him because he's too strong. You would sound like you're one of them people. You're saying the same things. Those people, what they're saying about Crawford and Canelo, that's the same thing that you're saying now. But you was rooting for Crawford, or you say he was winning. Nah, I don't buy that, my brother. You gotta make up a new one. Hey, my phone cut off. Yeah, yo, your face was just frozen on the screen, my G. But yo, Mr. Kayo salute, stepped in the building, represented, talk that shit. Talk that shit, Mr. Kayo. But good luck, though, no doubt. No doubt. We out here talking facts. But the only problem, Mr. Kayo, there's only one negative thing about your appearance, about you being the first guest on One on One with JSmiff. And I'm gonna tell you what's the problem with that, Mr. Kayo. You set the bar too high. You set the bar, the boxing IQ too high. Now the next one to come in, if they start talking some goofy ass shit, they're gonna look goofy as hell. Cause now they gotta come with some real boxing shit. But good stuff. Mr. Kyle J. Smith, I appreciate you for letting me come through up here. No doubt, my G. And we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. John Parr, Mr. Kyle, you seen the show Atlanta? Eric Anthony Davis. I will do that. Bro, I've been watching the sport of boxing since the 70s. Please don't insult my intelligence, sir. Eric Anthony Davis. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. I'm just saying you don't sound like a Crawford fan to me. You could be watching boxing for a million years. Me saying that you sound like a Crawford hater, that's not insulting your intelligence. You sound like you're an intelligent person. But all the stuff that you're talking, everybody's saying that they knew Crawford was gonna beat Canelo. All I'm saying is, I got receipts. Do you got them? Share them. Send a link to a Facebook post or any post in any social media where you said that Crawford was going to win. And that's it. You prove me wrong. I don't buy it. I'm telling you. I'm being straightforward. I don't buy it that you was going for Crawford at all. So you could prove me wrong. That's not insulting your intelligence. You could prove me wrong. Send me a link. I'll check the post. And when I see a post from you from 2023 or from whenever saying, yo, I did this. Crawford, I got Crawford beating Canelo. When I see your prediction from 2 years ago, then I'm gonna be like, yeah, you got it. I was wrong, you was right. You actually did predict it. But until then, I don't believe you. I don't buy it one bit. Mr. Kyle, John Powell, now I don't know about that show. Eric Anthony, bro, go back to my comments on your morning show earlier. But my guy, your comments from the morning show don't say anything about whether or not you predicted the fight 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or whenever you say you predicted it. That doesn't mean anything. So you could say whatever you want this morning, but I'm saying What do you say about Errol and Crawford 2 years ago? That's what I want to know. That's what told because right now everybody knew Crawford was gonna be spanked. Everybody knew he was gonna knock him out. I don't even understand how is it that so many people has fans beating up Crawford and they all disappeared like that in the blink of an eye. Now everybody knew Crawford was gonna knock him out. I don't understand. I still remember when Crawford was gonna when Crawford and Spence was gonna fight during the lead up, people was ridiculing me. I was saying Crawford was gonna stop him. People was laughing at me, mocking me. That I don't know shit about boxing. That I don't believe what I'm saying. That was a very popular opinion that Arrow was gonna beat the crap out of Bud. That he was too big for him. Where those people are now. So Eric Anthony Davis, I can't believe you because according to everybody, everybody knew what was gonna happen. After the fights on social media, everybody knew what was gonna happen. I got receipts. I definitely knew what was gonna happen. JJ's in the house. God bless you, JSmiff, and the Box and the family. Nice work. Yes, let's go. Appreciate you, my brother. And those of you who be ducking that like button, y'all know we giving y'all this fire. Y'all know it. Hit that like button and subscribe. Those that haven't subscribed. A lot of people be rolling up in here, watch the show, and don't subscribe. Like that don't even make. Explain this to me, John Parrow. Maybe you can explain this. How come there's people that join the show almost every morning and they not subscribed to the channel? Why would you like? I don't be watching channels that I'm not subscribed to, bro. Like if I'm looking through different YouTube channels and I'm not subscribed, I don't even watch. I mean, if I see it for 30, look, I could watch a new YouTube channel for 30 seconds and write, okay, I like this channel. In 30 seconds, bang, I'm subscribing. Or I might see it for a few seconds and be like, hey, this shit is whack. But I'm not gonna watch a channel every day that I'm not subscribed to. What the fuck is this? Like you watch the channel every day, but you're refusing to subscribe? That's what we doing here? Mr. Cayo, what's the main character name? My peoples, I'm about to end this live, but before I do, as always, I'm gonna give everybody a shout out. Well, not everybody, because there's a lot of you who tuned in, but you know it, man. You know how we do it. Salute to my brother John Parham. Uh, Superman is in the building. Salute my brother JJ's in there. Has who else tuned in? Eric Davis. Salute, and of course the first guest on one with JSmiff. Bam, Mr. Cayo, my brother. I appreciate you tuning in, and we're gonna do it again, man. We're gonna come in. You set the bar high for other people that's not gonna come in and be knowledgeable, because then you're gonna look goofy as hell. So good stuff, my peoples. I'm out of here. Y'all already know what it is, man. This is Box Center, your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. One with JSmiff. We're gonna do it once a week. Anybody who wants to join, wants to come through, talk boxing, you better know your shit. That's all I'm saying. I'm out of here, my people. Peace.